All right, I hadn't been on YouTube in a while. Truthfully, it's just a lot going on, and I know there's a lot going on with you, depending on where you're at and your geographical location. You could be on lockdown, quarantine. We're restricted. Period is what's going on, and I need to touch bases with a few of you because right now is a very difficult time for us addicts and alcoholics, people that's trying to get better, because meetings are shut down, churches are shut down, certain things are shut down. So we're being forced to go inside, and most people are inside looking, they're afraid to go out. But now it's like twice as hard because physical contact is something that we actually need, and if you study alcoholism and how it is created, and you study viruses and you study everything under the sun and how nothing is new under the sun, as according to Scripture, then you come up with your own conclusions. And I've been on Facebook, and if some of y'all are on Facebook, then find me. It's Matt Childs. I am in every direction, okay? I bring any kind of avenue that we can go down, we're going to look at it. But the numbers is my thing. Doing the research is my thing, because what opened up all this to what's going on is AA. AA is based off of some other stuff in history, and when I found that out, it just kept going with me. That one book turned into, 30 books over the past, or not 30, probably 40, 50 over the past 5 years. But what are we going to do to get better? We've got to keep seeking, because are the doctors, because they're sending medications to the homes. So if you're depending on that medication, I guess that's a good thing if you can get it. But we don't stay on the pills, on the chemicals and stuff. We try to concentrate more on the earth, but with this being like it is, our groceries are going to be limited. There's going to be more stress. One thing that I know around my geographical location is the pharmacies are not shutting down. They're full throttle. The alcohol is being filled to the rim within the stores and gas stations. And alcohol and liquor is actually being delivered from some of the businesses, and I can understand that. But, one thing they're not talking about on the news is the suicide rate, because for addicts and alcoholics, the fear of running out overweighs anything else. The fear of, blah, blah, blah. But I've been through the withdrawals, and I know the suicidal thoughts, and I know everything that comes along with it, but those are multiplied now through the fear of the TV. Remember, the TV, now we're going to switch to this, because if you're trying to get help, that TV is only going to make it worse for you. We were addicted to the substances. Now we're addicted to the endorphins coming from the TV, because they can't be wrong. They're on TV. And it's like, yeah, anybody can be wrong. Anybody, even Dr. Phil can be wrong, and Dr. Drew, and a lot of other things. I'm not saying that. It is possible. It's possible our leaders have been lied to and gotten wrong information, wrong briefings, and everything else. But when the TV tells us what to do, especially the fear generated in that, and I strongly suggest that you cut that TV off, because I'm going to ask you this. How do you know those people? No. Do you know any of those people? No, you don't. I don't know where they come from. I don't know anything on that TV. I just know systematically this world has been shut down, and it has. And what I see now coming out of this is this social distancing society. And see, in recovery, we're very affectionate. We're hugging, we hold hands and stuff. That is severed. We say the Lord's Prayer, even if you don't believe in it. It's light. It's what it is. And now that's severed. So that connection that we were created with is being taken away. We're being limited to our supplies. And truthfully, if we come out of addiction, then we'll hoard stuff or get addicted to this. So we've got to be careful. But the TV is the last thing that I need telling me what to do. I need to do my own research. My fourth step is what opened this up in AA, is do a thorough inventory. And man, after I got done with myself years ago, it kept going. And then it's like, wow, And you have it in you too. If you are bad or was bad or think you're bad, if you learn how to take that same drive that's been driven within your subconscious to always watch the TV or to always go get the beer or the alcohol or the pills or whatever, over time you've got to transfer that created energy towards something positive, like reading, cleaning or something, because that's the only thing that's going to get you, straight through this. Because if we're confined and limited, then we are going to be pressed to come out. It's just like some of us have been in detoxes and rehabs or jail or prison or whatever. When you come out, you want to go out and splurge and everything, and that's an endorphin thing as well. So this is the hard part, because you've got to learn how to structure yourself to have the discipline and learn how to have the mental mind power and the focus to concentrate. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take practice. There's going to be failure in between those days and weeks and months, but eventually it will come together. The last thing we want to do is to come out of this worse than we were when we were going into it, if we come out of it. But we need to accept this, that the social distancing is not leaving. The limited supplies on some of the stuff it's going to stay that way. Because when they create the people to go out and mass buy it out of fear, then that's a problem. It's like, you see what y'all did? We can't even do that. But they can fill up all the stores and pharmacies with all this stuff killing us, but we can't fill it up with toilet paper and alcohol. It's only people like me and you can see that for what it is. I've been in all the detoxes and rehabs and around all the sickness and very disgusting, nasty people, including myself. The only reason we got sick is because we ran out of whatever it was what we were living on, because it becomes medicine at any given time. And the way this thing is being passed, it's like, it's when you study viruses and contamination of stuff and all kinds of other different things, vaccines, mercury, aluminum, and all that, you will be able to come up with your own conclusion. But right now, the people feeding off the TV is the same people, me and you, feeding off the alcohol and the pills. We can't get to them. We can't get to them, just like somebody couldn't get to you, or nobody can get to you right now when you're searching. They've got the TV. You've got the alcohol and the TV. Let's cut the TV where you just got the alcohol or the drugs or whatever. And then eventually you won't have that or that, and you will be focused. Listen to some classical music. It's what we're filling our temples with is what's going to come out of our mouths and our heart. If it's always chaos and fear, then that's what we're going to be. If you listen to some classical music, be still and know that I am God, meditate, do yoga, whatever it is that you do to get better, do it. Start practicing your own techniques, because this thing is not easy. While they're crumbling, we have to hold our shit together over here. That's no ifs, ands, or buts. We can't be part of a problem like alcoholics. They can't admit that there is a problem and I need to look in another direction. They just say, that's the problem, I believe everything, and then that's the problem. That's the whole situation that we've gotten in, is our trust has been too much, in other people. And we don't trust ourselves enough to put the work in and to come up with a logical conclusion based on the evidence and the facts, built off truth, because facts can be built off lies. Just like mine and yours alcoholism, it was built off lies. We were programmed early in life and conditioned that drinking beer and, you need medications, or partying's the thing to do. Go to senior break, party, NASCAR, alcohol, all the damn sports events, alcohol, it's just a driven society. And that's how it is. But anyways, I wanted to touch some bases with some of you, because I'm going to start bringing some heat. And if I lose you, I don't want to, but it's just because you ain't ready to receive this kind of light that I'm going to bring. My heart goes out to you. Any problems with me, that's fine. I've got a lot of people that disagree with everything that I do. But you know what? One thing doesn't lie is numbers. They don't lie. Dates and numbers don't lie. Birthdays, rituals, and all these different things don't lie. Evil is real. It is. And it created all the shit that should have never been here. Me and you should have never had the addiction that we had. Their addiction is their money. They're threatened by their success is going to be taken and all their money and all that stuff, and that's by design. And they know that those people, which is the majority, are going to do anything in the world to keep whatever materialistic worldly possessions that they have, and they'll do whatever it takes to shun us, people like me and you. I love you.